to the honorable members of the Board of Regents, to our distinguished guest of honor and speaker, Department of Science and Technology Secretary, Dr. 𝗕𝗫𝘂𝗂𝗲, to the President of the University of Southern Mindanao, Dr. 𝗕𝗫𝘂𝗂𝗲, key officials, faculty, and staff of this institution, proud parents, fellow graduates of Batch 2022, and to everyone who is watching today's commencement exercises, good afternoon. When I first received news that I was to deliver the valedictorian address for this 76th commencement exercises, I began asking myself, perhaps in the most cliché way, why me? Do I really deserve this recognition? Would everyone be happy if they learned that the batch valedictorian is only a hospitality management student? I started to look for reasonable answers as to why I received such great honor. Looking back, I have encountered numerous obstacles that tested my character, my abilities, and my faith in myself. The difficulties that I have faced in college are beyond compared to that of my early years in my hometown. In high school, it was difficult for me to get into the honors list, let alone top the class rankings, because I settled with the thought that I am not smart nor good enough to be part of the brightest. I have always believed that I was lesser, that my classmates were way better than me or more favored than I was. What I did not realize back then is that the only reason why I was always being outshined by my peers is the fact that I had no faith in myself, which hindered me from maximizing my potentials. Entering college is a different story and a whole new level of difficulty. College is a turning point of my life. As I went through my freshman years, my emotional and mental stability was challenged tremendously. First, I moved away from my hometown, away from my family and friends. Second, I had to adjust into a new institution and live independently in a different community, which were all beyond my comfort zone. I was left with no choice but to work on myself and my mindset to see the world in a different and more optimistic perspective, to cast away all my fears, self-doubt, and have more trust in myself and the path that God has led me to. Indeed, God is great, as He had led me into falling deep in love with the Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management program. In this program, the first important lesson I received from one of my best professors is embracing PMA, or positive mental attitude. This I carry with me through my darkest days. Those days when I thought of settling for the bare minimum because I was too afraid to fail. For all the hindi na ko, give up na ko, and bulok ko, amo lagi siguro ni makaya ko. It was the PMA that led me to my better days. Those days when I push myself to do better because I know that I can do better. Those days when I embraced my mistakes, accepted my defeats, and allowed myself to grow. I am sharing this to all of you because I am hoping that everyone would embrace PMA, as we are just about to enter the real world, where we will be tested more than ever. Ika nga ni Jody Santa Maria, papunta pa lang tayo sa exciting part. Both professors and students in the HRM department have shown excellence and prowess in the field, with the department being widely recognized by most prestigious organizations and even competitions outside the university. However, the sad reality for us is that no matter how hard we excel, we remain part of the minority programs which are often discriminated. In my years as an HM student, my peers and I have constantly been labeled as HM lang, madali lang, or tagaluto, tagahugas ng pinggan, tagalinis ng kwarto, and sometimes others would even label our degree program as course ng di pinalan ng kakalimutan, because they made themselves believe that our course is easy lang. Little did everyone know, behind every scrumptious cuisine is an HM personnel suffering multiple burns and bruises from hours of culinary practice. Behind every extravagant event is an HM crew spending sleepless nights designing, planning, and organizing the setup of the venue and the flow of ceremonies. Behind every luxurious 5-star hotels and restaurants are a team of HM professionals managing the whole business operation. We are more than just society's stereotypical notion of deep and long, because to succeed in this field requires passion, precision, patience, and perseverance. Requesting all the HM graduates to please rise. With this, I would like to take the opportunity to commend my fellow HM graduates for your dedication and commitment for this profession, rising above discrimination in the name of excellence. Undeniably, the best thing that has happened to me in this institution is to become part of our family in HRM. And I would like you to acknowledge my dear faculty members of the Department of Hotel and Restaurant Management. Please give them a round of applause. And now take your seats. And I am extremely proud to say that I, 𝗕𝗵𝘂𝗃𝗄𝗏, magna cum laude, in the University of Southern Mindanao 2022 class Valedictorian, is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management. Nonetheless, I genuinely take pride to be part of this graduating class because we have been built differently. The pioneering batch of the K-12 program, the lab rats, the pandemic batch. For the past years, we have all been living in the light of these titles. With all the hurdles and storms that came along our way, we've always been branded as the unlucky ones. And yet, today, here we are, all glad and dressed in what symbolizes perhaps our biggest academic success. 6 years worth of sheer grit, hard work, sacrifices, and tenacity. Today, 2,336 robust graduates prove themselves strong by surviving the labyrinth of online classes, distant learning, and shortage of resources. 656 astounding students requesting all the honor graduates to please rise. Wait, an extra mile and earn themselves honors in their respective degree programs. Honor graduates, please give yourselves 5 claps. Thank you so much. You will be seated. 6 years ago, we were put in a position of uncertainty as a pilot students of the K-12. This program took away 2 years of our lives. Without K-12, we would have been professionals by now, and our parents would have already enjoyed the support instead of working extra hard to sustain our financial needs. But despite the circumstances, we continued our journey to earning our bachelor's degree. And just when we thought we were calmly sailing through college, we had to face the wrath of the pandemic. Our batch had to deal with all the sudden shifts from freely wandering from place to place to strictly staying at home. From learning face-to-face to juggling household responsibilities and online classes. From crying and celebrating together with friends and classmates to processing our defeats and triumphs alone in the corners of our bedrooms. The sudden changes that we had faced and the constant need to adapt were undeniably exhausting emotionally, physically, and even financially. What we've been through for the past years since the pandemic began, we definitely did not expect. To say the least, this is not how we envisioned our last years in college would be. But it's definitely a memory and an experience that will forever be embedded in our lives. With all that being said, if there's one thing we deserve beyond this ceremony, it is none other than respect. We owe it to ourselves to respect our journey, the challenges we have overcome, the battles that we have conquered, and the life pleasures that we have had to give up in pursuit of success. We deserve mad respect for our hustle, because after all, we survived a pandemic, an economic crisis, and the great digital divide. This commencement exercises is not only a celebration for academic success, but also a celebration of strength and resilience among all 2,336 graduates, and a tribute to our families for their unwavering support and faith in us despite all odds. And to my parents, Melanie and 𝗕𝗂𝗂𝗃, you have inspired me to strive and become the best version of myself. You've always taught me to deliver, but you never pressured me to be the best. 𝗕𝗂𝗂𝗃. I have grown stronger and wiser because of you. And my victory is yours as much as it's mine. To the administrators, faculty, and staff of the University of Southern Mindanao, on behalf of the class of 2022, we extend our most heartfelt gratitude to your passion and dedication for quality education. Thank you for providing us with endless opportunities to learn, grow, and excel in our chosen fields. Thank you for allowing us to be part of the great USM. Finally, to my fellow graduates, indeed, what a journey it has been. Let us all give ourselves all the credit, love, and respect that we deserve, because we have become the strongest and bravest bunch of graduates that this university may have ever produced. This may be the end of our academic pursuit, but this is just the beginning of reality. And as we find success, and as we transition into the latter, I pray that may we all nourish our passion and find success in whatever professional path we choose for ourselves. And as we continue to do so, let us not forget to embrace the values of excellence and integrity that this institution has edified upon us and use our expertise to help those in need and create a greater positive impact to our society. Most importantly, may we never ever lose faith in ourselves, and may we trust that we will succeed because we can succeed no matter what the circumstances may be. And in the words of Michael Josephson, take pride in how far you've come, have faith in how far you can go, but do not forget to enjoy the journey. Congratulations, 𝗕𝗫𝘂𝗃𝗃.
Congratulations again to Sir Banua, our class valedictorian for batch 2022. To lead the batch in their pledge of loyalty, may I call on Ms. 𝗕𝗫𝘂𝗃𝗃, the President of the University Student Government, School Year 2021-2022, magna cum laude. After your pledge of loyalty, you shall remain standing for your induction to the MIT-USM Alumni Association, because part of your graduation is to be enlisted to the MIT-USM Alumni Association and to officiate the formal induction of batch 2022's inclusion to the Alumni Association. We have the President of the MIT-USM